June 16th, 2025, I took a full goddamn week off out of the blue. Dude, it's crazy to do current events coverage and take a week off the day my city has protests, the World War III starts, my nation has protests. So much shit happened, dude. Every single day I'm like scrolling Financial Times. I'm like, damn, that would have been a good thing to talk about. What the fuck? Why does it wait for me to take a break, dude? Well, there's so much to talk about. To be honest, I got caught up in a little bit of protest fever and a bit of, I had a lot of families living with me. You know, I felt really good about No Kings protests. Just be honest, like of all the news out there that's bad, that did give me some hope. It was really cool. I don't know if you guys saw them in person. If anybody went or anyone looked around, it really was. It was like huge numbers of people, millions and millions and millions of people. Like I think 2% of the US or something. And, tons of American flags and, peaceful, well-received and people in person talking, what I think is where most actual progress is made. I don't know. I felt very good about it. I'll just say that. I felt very good about it, and it was all over the city. I was kind of driving around with some family, and people really hate the LA Kings. Yeah, dude. People take hockey seriously, and they were pissed. And the country was out in force. Hey, Chuck, I work at FedEx, and there was separate protests on my route honked that all have made the world better. I straight up do feel that way. I'm not even kidding. Like, listen, I know that there's gonna be a lot of bad news today, honestly. I'm talking about economic stuff and some such things in Marketing Monday, but I do feel quite good about those protests. I felt like so many problems can be solved when people are in person. When people are outside, when they're not filtered through an algorithm, I think people are just better. In general, I think people are better in person. It reminds me, this is such a small way to think about it, such a stupid gamer brain way to think about it, but like, it reminds me of Smash Brothers Melee, where everybody, when they talk about Smash Brothers Melee online, or when you're playing someone online, they're a huge dipshit. They're such an asshole. They're such a taunt spamming loser. And then when you play someone in person, they're always so nice. Every Smash Fest in real life, everyone's like laughing, patting you on the back. It is just like that. Some of those people are still taunt spamming losers in person. That's true. You're not wrong. I am thinking of some people actually that break that rule. Aiden is not fun to play Melee with, but he doesn't spam taunts. Aiden might be one of the least fun people to play Melee with in the world. He's a chain-grabbing chic ditto, but he's a good man, and that's what matters in this world. Aiden doesn't count because he's the same in person and online. Oh, that's not true. Don't let him gaslight you. He's the same in what he chats, but if you could watch Aiden's face in person or online, he's the world's biggest rager. I'm not joking that Aiden, if he's sitting alone at his desk playing Melee and he's losing, will smash the desk. He'll slam and go, oh, this guy... But he'll type like, hey, good games. He'll type like, hey, great games. You played really great. Like he'll type whatever, but he is pissed. Yeah, he's just woke. That's not what I was saying, but you gave me a finishing line. So yeah, he's just woke. You're right. Did you declare an end to the year of kindness? No. In fact, I think I'm trying it again. I feel like the year of kindness follows my age-old Atriox lawnmower metaphor. If you're unfamiliar, the Atriox lawnmower metaphor is that sometimes you gotta pull it a few times before the lawnmower starts. It goes, then it stops, and then it stops. Okay, this is the third pull of the year of kindness. I think the protests made me realize how most people in real life are nice. Like if you get rid of the digital intermediary, people are nice. Most people are nice. Most people are not trying to f you over. Most people are like, generally, they have their fun interests. They want to talk about them. I don't know. I just think that most people are nice. But because we're all isolated and online and stuck in our homes and filtered through ever increasing rage bait, we're getting angrier. I think that's, not you guys. You guys are all evil. You guys are all evil, but most people in general. Hey, Shark, I live in the Republican Philadelphia capital, and our protest was a mile long, and over 50% of passerby honked in support. All smiles for everyone, including the cops. Yeah, I had the same vibe. People were positive. I don't know. It was a good vibe. And there was funny signs, which sounds like a small thing, but it just showed me that people are creative without ChatGPT, unless they ChatGPT'd funny signs for the protest, which they may have done, I guess. But I don't know. I thought it was good. I just thought it was good, dude. It was like a sign that like the raw human capital is still there. People are still able to come together and do things. We just have to change some of the systems that make it very difficult. That's my theory. But Ashraq, you need to get off your phone and touch grass. That's my conclusion. You're telling me, of all the people, not only in this room, but in the world, the person that needs to get off their phone and touch grass the most is me. A person who just was off the internet for a week. I'm just streaming again. No, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Did you guys see the, Charlie had a YouTube video. I just watched the beginning of it. Can I just pull this up? Are we completely cooked?
Some dumb shit in my time. I've reviewed games that felt like a digital lobotomy. I've watched trends that made me question the collective sanity of the species, but this takes the goddamn cake, eats it.
And you know it's a big deal because it's all stretched res, Charlie. It was about this, just these insane, look at this, 77 million views on Spider-Man Glizzies. I only watched it 76 million times, which means at least 1 million of them aren't me. At least 1 million people other than me watched this.
The third most popular video on the entire platform for the month is called Lovely Baby Met a Plane Crash Poor Pug.
That is 395 million views. That is mogging Mr. Beast. That makes Mr. Beast views look bad, and it's AI generated slop pug on a raft. And it deserves every one. Can I see it? Lovely Baby Met a Plane Crash Poor Pug. Okay. So a woman throws her baby out the window of a falling plane? Why would she attach the parachute? How did she make that parachute? Wait, I am invested. Maybe we are cooked. Dude, I can already see why this has so many views, and it's because at no point does your brain give you the option to click away. You have to know how stupid it gets. Because every scene is stupider than the last, and that's why it gets full retention, which is why it just keeps getting short. Grok, is this real? If Grok says it's real, okay? But yeah, I mean, yeah, so on that Charlie video, the reveal is at the beginning that was AI generated, and with his voice being what it is and the ability to generate that stuff, and have you seen the, yeah, I have seen the VO3 stuff. I mean, it's crazy. The craziest thing is that, what's the betting company? The prediction company, not Polymarket. Kalshi did an NBA Finals ad entirely AI generated from VO3. That's unreal, dude. Things are speeding up, dude. That was a joke? No, it was real. Did it turn out good? Oh, I wouldn't say good, but it's also like there's so many bad ads. It was different. Huge AI. It's all kind of spooky in this ever descending nightmare of slop internet. You know what it is? Because I've had a couple thoughts this week. One of them is on positive feelings that I had around the protests on Saturday and being outside and being with family and talking to people in person. And then the other thing I had was when I was spending more time online, I think I was reading some Twitter arguments or some threads, and I'm just noticing more and more that it's not even human beings talking to each other, or it's human beings filtered through ChatGPT. And I'm realizing that like it's no longer like, oh, the internet's about to get shitified by AI. It's like, it is. It's done. It's actually done. It's actually like every comment thread has like tons of bots in it, and even humans are not able to express themselves over a paragraph by typing. So they just ChatGPT. I see the M dash plus, that's not this, that's this everywhere. The internet is actually in many ways dead right now. Twitch chat is the last bastion of human connection. That's actually sadly true. Because Twitch chat moves too quickly for everyone to put their thoughts into ChatGPT. You can't type long form because nobody will read it. And another thing, they bought gains from being in here. So for now, it is our last bastion. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.